Hey folks, welcome back to another Sunday night of the internet and the World Wide Web. You're joining live in progress. Net Talk Live. We're joining you on radio, television, and the internet. And you know what? Somebody tonight is going to be $5,000 or $6,000 in computer hardware richer. Why? Because all these last few weeks we've been doing, should we say, an entry to give away a free Pentium 200 computer, and that is exactly what's going on in tonight's broadcast. I want to remind you that if you entered for the Pentium 200 computer, you need to be watching the broadcast. We will call your name. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. And we will give you a phone number to call in. It's a special phone line, so all you people that call in for the show and always get busy signals, don't worry about it, because we have a special line for you to call in, and you'll have 15 minutes to call in and claim your Pentium 200 computer. Or, Laura, we're going to pull another name.
All right.
Wouldn't it be wild? I wonder what somebody would think. They heard their name winning this multi-$1,000 computer system and didn't call in.
I know.
Ouch.
I know.
That would be horrible, wouldn't
That's right.
Ooh, gag.
Anyway, let me give you the numbers to know tonight are 214-787-1570, 214-787-1570, or 800-583-1570. Those are the numbers to know to call in and participate during the show tonight and ask your questions about the internet and the World Wide Web. And we're going to be giving away some software. We have a $75 gift certificate to Computer City. We have a copy of Microsoft Front Page that we're giving away. We have some web photographs for web developers, and it's 250 pictures. What is it, Mark, that we're giving away? It's 250 photographs?
Yeah, it's called Web Pics. It's actually well, heck, it's this. Look at there, 250 royalty-free images that they'll be able to use on their webpage.
And that's one of the things we're giving away during the show that we want you to know about. And all the other friends that you have out there that entered for this computer, you better start calling them and let them know, hey, their name may be called. I want to show you something real quick. We're going to go to a call real quick, but before we take our first call, Laura, to your right, Raina, let's see if we can get a shot of this, if Raina will move around here. I want to show everybody out there the different people that entered this contest. To my left is a stack of paper. Now, Laura, you know a ream of paper like you'd have in an office is 500 sheets of paper.
Right.
So when we printed out every single entry, let's get a shot of this and look at this. When we printed out every single entry, we're going to pan up this. What you are looking at, go ahead and pull out, Raina. That is the reams of paper that took for all of these entries.
How many people entered?
10,000, a little over 10,000 entries for that computer that you're seeing right there. It would have taken all of those reams of paper, Laura, to print out all the entries. But here what we did, I'm gonna show you another shot here. What we did for all of these particular entries is we cut them all down. Can you get a shot of this, Raina? Take a look at this. See this box right here on the ground? To my left is this box. See it? It looks like it's shredded paper, but it's not shredded paper, folks.
See, that's what I thought it was when I first saw it.
It is actually names. Let me give you an example. You are not the winner if I call your name, or you're not the winner, okay? I just want to show you what it feels like to have your name read on TV, okay? This is what we'll do. We'll pull out names, okay? These are going to go back in, but the ones I pulled right now is Patsy Deal, Dwayne Gregg, and Larry Donahue.
And you all have not won anything.
No, you didn't win the computer, but that's how we're going to pull the name. And we're going to go down in here. Can you get a shot of this, Raina?
I just want to know how did you cut this paper?
Mark Markham and Brandon Brown hand cut these by ones because it would have been too much. Yeah, it would have been too much paper to handle these. We've got all these mixed up in here. We're going to be mixing them throughout the entire show, and we are going to pull one and give it away, and somebody's going to walk away with that Pentium 200 computer.
Outstanding. Joe Bond.
Yes.
I want to welcome first-time viewers, first-time listeners to the show. Just in case you've been skimming along, a friend of yours has told you possibly about the show. We want to welcome you to the show. Just stay tuned. We've got a lot of fun in the next 2 hours. It just never stops. The information just keeps rolling out. And by the way, for the real newbies, and you're called a newbie if you don't know what the heck's going on, and if you kind of want to get on the internet and get a computer and really get in the swing with when you're like at parties and you hear people talking about all this stuff, this show will help you understand what the heck people are talking about, because this internet lingo, or as we called a couple shows ago, webonics.
We're trying to get it to be an official language of the net.
Which
We
is
think.
kind of funny. But anyway, I mean, this show will really help, Jovan, and I just welcome everybody and stay tuned, and because we'll have a lot of fun. I've got 3 sites that I'm going to have fun with this show, and I know that Kim's got some great stuff. This Valentine's Day week, we've got some special things out there for folks that want to send their special person a little something, and we'll just, just stay tuned.
Well, let's go to our first call tonight. Let's go to Rachel in Dallas.
Hi, Rachel. Welcome to the show. You're on Net Talk Live tonight.
Hey, Jovan. Hey, Laura.
Hey.
Great show.
Thank you.
I was just wondering if I can check my email from someone else's computer.
You know, that's a good question. A lot of people
That is a good question.
go on the road and want to know, can you check your email from a different computer?
I mean, I don't even really know the answer to this one.
Well, I'm sure it's possible. Let's go over to Mark Markham. Hey, Mark, over there. Weird noises coming from your side over there, man. I don't know what it is. I heard a snort, and then I heard a grumble.
Oh, gosh. Please.
It's the frog sounds on the computer, I swear. It
Okay.
had nothing to do with dinner. No. That's a good question, because people ask it all the time. And as a matter of fact, I've been down to like Communications Expo or Diedrich's at the coffee house and want to check my email and not have a laptop handy. How do you do that? It's really, really simple. If you go in the email client, it really doesn't matter which one you go in, whether it's the Microsoft Internet Mail or Eudora Pro or any of those like that. They're all going to have pretty much the same kind of settings. Go under the server settings, and in the server settings, you'll find the ones. I've got a shot of it on my computer here, which says the email address. Type in your email address, whatever that may be. This, of course, is Jovan at nettalklive.com. And then you're also going to have the outgoing SMTP.
Which stands for what, Mark?
I am not even going to go there. It just means it's the way that the mail is carried out onto the internet. And then we're going to pop it using the incoming mail POP3 server. These are 2 different servers. One's incoming, one's outgoing. And you need to put the name of your server. Now, whatever your ISP is, that's what you're going to put. This one, for instance, is mail.nettalklive.com. Then you're going to put your POP3 account. What is your dial-up name? What is your login name? And then the password, which is star. I guess I better not give.
So
that
let me
out
see if I
after
have this right, Mark. When you say pop, what that means is pop really means check.
Yes.
If you're going to pop the account.
Yes.
Which means you're going to check the account, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and most of that, like the mail server in most ISPs, I think like if you were on FlashNet or something like that, it'd be mail.flashnet.net, right?
That's right.
Am I correct?
That's right.
And your ISP can give you this?
That's right.
So as long as you're on the road and you've talked to your ISP and you have it in your file or something, you at least know what your mail server is. You can use anybody else's computer or email program to check your email.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's really very simple. It takes you a couple of steps, and boom, you're in there, and then click on the send and receive email, and next thing you know, you're checking your email from somewhere else.
Well, Mark, I'd do a follow-up question for you.
Sure.
If I checked my email on somebody else's computer and I didn't want to leave my email on their computer and make sure it wasn't erased and I could check it back at the office again and download it on my computer, what would I do?
That's another good question. Either A, you can click on the one that says to not delete it from the server when you download it, or just send it back to yourself. Right mouse click on it, forward it back up to your address again, and then turn it off and go.
That's a good way to do it.
Sounds so easy.
It does.
Right mouse click on it. Gosh.
Right mouse click,
Actually,
reply
that is-
to or forward to. And
Actually, that is one of the
Okay.
that is one of the Windows 95.
that.
Right, Mark? That is one of the Windows 95 features. You can just right mouse click on it and it gives you the options.
Sure it is. Makes it a lot easier, doesn't it?
Another reason, Laura, everybody should be using Windows 95.
I know. Email, by the way, is the electronic mail, just in case you don't quite know what that is. I know that the great surfers out there are just moaning that we have to explain that, but email is electronic mail. We can actually send a piece of mail via the internet versus good old snail mail, which is Jovan.
Which is the U.S. Postal Service is now called snail mail. Anyway, let's go to our next call. Let's go to Walter in Grand Prairie.
Hi, Walter. Welcome to the show tonight. You're on Net Talk Live.
Hey, Jovan. Hey, Laura. How y'all doing?
Hey, we're doing great. Thanks. You got a question?
Yeah, I have a little problem. I keep getting email from people I don't know with warnings about computer viruses. I mean, how do I fix that?
You know, that's a good question. You know, computer viruses, Laura. In fact, I think I've got in my email probably 3 or 4 this week alone of people that were warning me of different viruses on the internet or viruses on websites
And a virus
and stuff
does
like that.
what, Jovan, by the way? Something that corrupts something?
It actually
in your-
just really messes up your computer, can make your computer crash, and really just totally mess up your system
Is
is
it-
what can go on.
Is it like a little programming glitch or something that's sent along and it's a little mistake, like DNA code that's messed up or
That's a
something?
good analogy. Mark, what would you, how would you
is that
explain
good?
a virus?
That's my science
That's from the
background.
biology nutritionist major she is.
That's true.
Usually they're just taking a free ride is what they are. They're bits of code that are attached to typically either a COM file or an executable file. And what it means is anytime that file is accessed, whether it's an executable or a COM file, then it launches the memory. Most of them, now this is just most viruses are what we call replicators, which means they just reproduce. That's all. The rest of them, there are a couple of destructive ones. There are some that are Trojan horses. But what I want to do is get to this question. That's a good one because I got a couple too. One called Dienda and one called Good Times virus, I believe. Been a lot of warnings out recently. Look, don't waste your time worrying about it. You're not going to get a virus in your email. You got to watch the attachments though. If somebody sends you an attachment, be sure and scan the attachment. If you don't have a scanner, go to like www.mcafee.com. And they're also there. They've got a great hoax list because there are a lot of hoaxes on the internet. And they've on their hoax site, it's really kind of cool. They list like the top 20 hoaxes on the internet. And guess what? Every single one of the ones that we got an email for last week are on that list.
Oh, how funny.
Yeah.
And I just got go ahead and clarify. An attachment would be perhaps somebody sends you like a website, right? Is that correct?
Well, actually, what you can
or
do.
URL.
Yeah, well, actually, what can
or
happen.
attachments. Okay, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm interrupting you. I'm thinking out loud. Sorry.
I'm doing a fine job of that, too.
Sorry.
She's thinking out loud very well, isn't she?
Darn good.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, you ready?
Yes, I'm
An
ready.
attachment is exactly that, something attached to the email. So when somebody sends you a link, that's not an attachment. That's
Okay.
in the email.
All right.
Or somebody sends you a URL, that's in the
But
email.
couldn't you-
But they can attach a letter in a Word document.
Okay.
They can attach a sound file. They can attach a video file. That's an attachment. So when your email comes in and it says, and it gives the name of the email, and then it says attachment, it's got that little square down at the bottom.
Yes, uh-huh.
That is what's an attachment.
So you can't go, if they sent you to a website, you can't get a virus by going and viewing a website.
No, Mark, you can't get a virus by viewing a website, can you?
I have yet to have that happen, although I've ran across two extremely cranky kind of ActiveX controls. But, hey, that's all about the writer.
See, you lost me now.
Cranky what?
ActiveX controls. We talked of this several weeks ago about one of the ActiveX controls that we use to shut down people that aren't supposed to be coming into our website. That'll actually turn your computer off. We never did show that. We'll show that.
Oh,
one
how
of these
funny.
days.
So ActiveX
Yes.
is what, Mark?
It's a piece of code that your computer is allowed to run locally on your machine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really complicated. It's a long story. I need to just do a story on.
Okay, well, we'll get off that
ActiveX.
long, complicated one.
It's
Let's go
way
to our
out
next
there.
call. Let's go to Julian in Dallas.
Julian, hey, welcome to the show. You're on Net Talk Live tonight.
Hi, Laura. Hi,
Hey.
Jovan.
How you doing?
How are you
Great,
tonight?
great. I'm actually having a problem. I run out of space on my hard drive,
Okay.
and I need to either compress files or possibly, or maybe just buy a larger hard drive. I was wondering, I had a friend tell me that compressing isn't such a good idea because sometimes you compress and somehow that hurts the files.
That's an interesting question, whether he should compress or get a bigger hard drive. You know, Laura, we talked about this the other day. Basically, what a hard drive is that's where all the programs and stuff are stored on your computer, is what's called the hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about how just 2 years ago, a 500 meg hard drive was almost $1,000, or actually several $1,000s at one time. And now a 5 gig hard drive can be found for about $500.
Is that where the memory is?
That's where, well, no, it's not memory.
You know, I get so confused with all this.
It's not memory. It's actually where the programs are stored. So, Mark, real quick, explain the difference between memory and the hard drive, and then what would we tell Julian to do? Would he compress or just go ahead and upgrade?
Well, Laura, the hard drive is like the filing cabinet. That's where all the files are stored.
Okay.
So we want to get into the filing drawer and pull something out and put it back. That's what the hard drive is, just a filing cabinet. Memory is the area like that really isn't existing. Like you pull a file out of the cabinet and you hold it in your hand. That's
Right.
taking up space and air. Well, it does the same thing when it pulls it off the hard drive. It puts it into a space in memory.
Mhm.
And uses it until it gets done with it, and then it puts it back on the hard drive.
Okay.
The question he's asking, though, is talking about compressing the hard drive. Bad maneuver. It's either called drive space or drive space 3 or compressing the hard drive. Don't do it. You'll regret it. It's a bad move altogether. It's kind of tricky because people in Windows 95, that's one of the new tools they got, and they go, oh, man, my 1.2 gig drive can now be a 2.4. It looks really, really good on paper, but wait till you try to decompress that drive later.
So basically what you're telling him he should do is just go ahead and he can actually install another drive
Yes.
and not necessarily replace the drive. Is that correct, Mark?
That's
How's that work?
absolutely right. Most motherboards today have secondary IDE ports, or you can hook up a whole string of drives behind the very first one. So, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, get the other drive. That way you won't regret it, and you're not going to lose files and data.
That's an easy question there,
Yeah.
Julian. There's an easy answer.
It
Go out,
didn't
buddy.
sound
and-
easy to me.
It really is. To sum it all up, you'll get a bigger drive. That's an easier way
Right.
to do it. Instead of compressing it, that's the easiest way to do it.
And compressing is where you just make it. I don't. You know.
Imagine if you could take easiest way to do it. If you were ever typing a document and you were using a big font, and the big font was the regular font,
Right.
and how you can do the maneuver to make the big font a real small font. It's like changing everything to small font, taking up small space on your
less
computer.
space.
Anyway,
I
I
got
want to
it.
direct everybody to our website. If you'll go to our website on the internet at www.nettalklive.com, I want to show you 3 things there you need to know about. First, on March 2nd, we're doing a live broadcast from the Dallas West End. Now, most of you came to our Christmas party. A lot of you showed up at our Christmas party, December 15th at the Communication Expo. We had thousands of people there, and unfortunately, we had thousands of people that didn't make it in either. So that's why we've done it at the West End. We're going to have 2 bands, right, Mark? 2 bands? We're going to have 2 bands. We're going to have software.
One band I know of for sure we're going to have. The second band we haven't got a confirmation on, but T-Bone and his group is they're booked.
And
So
we're going to
they're
be in the mall, Laura. We're going to be in the mall at the West End, which is where the multi-layers, where you have the arcade on the bottom and you have the food. We're going
This
to
is
be outside.
in Dallas, Texas.
In Dallas, at what's called the West End. It's downtown Dallas. It's one of the big tourist attractions in the city. And everybody that shows up is going to be getting copies of software. It's a $1,300 software package this time. It includes some fully licensed software like Microsoft Front Page, where you can create your own website and stuff. You're going to get copies of that. And we're going to be giving away multiple Pentium 200 computers. So in case you haven't actually filled that out, you need to fill it out now because the space is filling up quick. And we're probably going to blow the capacity of the West End. It's probably the first time it's ever done, but we have thousands of people that are already signing up, and everybody's going to get a copy, but you need to go and do it. Let me show you something else on our webpage real quick, in case you're not aware of it. When you go to our webpage at nettalklive.com, of course, tonight we're giving away the free Pentium 200 computer. That's going to be a little bit later in the broadcast. You need to be tuning in, and of course, that's compliments of Computer Junction. We have John Staples here with us from Computer Junction. He's actually going to draw the name and announce it over the air. And I want to point out that, hey, Net Talk Live, you need to go check this button out. It says Net Talk Live Goes National. You need to go click that button, and you will see a long laundry list of all the cities, Laura, very soon, that everybody's going to be able to tell their family and friends to tune into and check out Net Talk Live.
That's right.
Luis, how you doing over there, buddy? We
Mac-
haven't gone to you yet. We got our Mac man, Dave Matthews, not with us today. Our gadget guy. He is. Where's he at? Mardi Gras? Is that what I
He's
heard?
at Mardi
Somewhere
Gras.
in the Caribbean.
Or somewhere out there.
And of course, we got our Mac man, Luis, sitting in, and he is going to answer questions throughout the show. Folks, hang on. We're going to a break. Now, this break may be worth a $75 gift certificate to Computer City for you. Go call a friend, tell them to tune into this internet show, have some fun with us, okay? Because we're going to be giving away more software and the Pentium 200 computer. It may be yours. Hang tight. We'll be right back after this very, very brief message.
Hey, Chat Chick Kim Adams here, and it's time for a City View treasure hunt. Here's what you'll win. A copy of Microsoft Front Page, a $149 value. Here's what you do. Go to cityview.com and solve this riddle. Prince hails from this Midwestern city. Go to this city and the first caller to 214-787-1011 and tell us if you were shopping in this site for a computer, who would be the first company you would see offering computer products. Name the city, the computer company, and the URL of the web page you found it on, and you'll win.
Joining us now live.
If you have this on your current web browser, and if you want to fully experience all the internet has to offer,
And have the full power of sound, motion, and color of the World Wide Web.
then there is only one thing you should do. This.
Microsoft's Internet Explorer makes surfing the net, news groups, and email fun and easy.
Even for us newbies.
Internet Explorer has all the cool tools and features, and best of all,
It's absolutely free.
get smart. Download Internet Explorer now.
The Simpson civil verdict is in, but can it ever ease the pain and suffering endured by the friends and families of Ron and Nicole? Faye Resnick is here to help us answer that question. She'll offer her reaction to the verdict. She'll share memories of Nicole, and she'll talk about how she's getting on with her life, including her posing for Playboy. It's an hour with a vocal witness, a loyal friend, and a woman in the spotlight. Faye Resnick, next Geraldo Rivera Show.
Monday at 1 on Hot TV 27.
Some fans think hockey comes naturally to Mike Madonna. The fact is, it took a lifetime of commitment, years of hard work, and countless practice shots.
price, cool game, hot TV.
Is this in my contract?
The hottest shot is Stars Hockey on Hot TV 27.
When I found out that I was pregnant, I thought my life was ending. Then I called Hope Cottage. They were so supportive. They wanted me to be sure that I really wanted to release my baby. And there were no papers to sign until after she was born. Hope Cottage even let me help pick the family who adopted her. It's been a year now, and I feel like I made one of the best decisions of my life.
Your Fred sure planned a humdinger of a trip.
Did the whole thing on the internet.
I didn't know Fred was into computers.
He's not.
Finally, a way onto the internet for people who aren't way into computers. New Southwestern Bell Internet Service. So easy we'll even set you up and get you going.
What's hot tomorrow?
Hot TV.
On Hot TV 27. Tomorrow night at 7 on Poltergeist: The Legacy. An ancient evil force is unleashed upon mankind, and only a secret group called The Legacy can fight it. Don't turn out the lights. Tomorrow night at 7, watch Poltergeist: The Legacy. If it's hot, you've got to watch.
Hot TV.
Hot TV 27, tomorrow night.
We're back. It's the world's best live triple cast. If you or your company needs an exciting and effective website created, then you need the best web development team in the business, the cast and crew of Net Talk Live. Net Talk Live will create a highly effective website for you or your business. Just give us a call at 800-673-3836. That's 800-673-3836. Follow along with the broadcast of Net Talk Live by going to our homepage at www.nettalklive.com. To send email during the show, address it to nettalk@nettalklive.com.
All right, folks, we're back and having fun talking about the internet and the World Wide Web, and we really hope one of you tonight is going to get a multi-$1,000 computer system. Compliments of Computer Junction, of course. We have an incredible system that we're giving away tonight, and we've had should we say, Laura, thousands? That's an understatement. 10,000 people entered for this thing. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, if I could have entered, I would have.
And
Jeez.
10,000.
What's the value of it again?
The value of the computer, Mark. What's the value of the computer, Mark?
It's got to be somewhere close to $5,000. Somewhere right in there, between maybe between 5 and 6.
It's a huge...
It's a hot computer, I can tell you that, because I picked it out personally. I went over with John, said, we need to have this, and I pretended like I was spending my money. It was really cool.
that's definitely the way to do it.
Absolutely.
Anyway, folks, I want to remind you can give us a call at 787-1570. That's the number to call in at. Our 800 line is 800-583-1570. And we do apologize when the lines get busy, because that's the way it is during the show. Just hang tight, and when we answer a question, it drops out. Yours might be the line that actually pops in. But anyway, let's take an email real quick. I want to take an email. This particular email came from David and Lynetta Slayton. David and Lynetta Slayton, and they're on Morgan.net. And they sent this one to Mark. It says, Mark, I've got a problem that I know you have the answer to. They have both browsers, Internet Explorer and Netscape Navigator, on their computer. Most of the time they use Explorer. I guess somewhere I have shown Navigator, that's Netscape Navigator, to be my default browser. For example, if I'm reading my mail in Explorer and click on a URL where, Laura, somebody sends them a link, it actually loads up their Navigator, and they want it to do it on their Internet Explorer instead. Mark, first, kind of explain what's going on, what's a default browser, and then how can we correct this for them?
It's easy. In the registry, and for Windows 95, each extension for a program is given a specific program to run. So like HTML or HTML, which we know are web documents, if you were to double click on it, it's going to launch whatever your default browser is. In other words, whichever program you selected to be the default. It's really funny because Netscape and the Explorer both kind of battle for this position. One of the things that they check for each time they start up is that, am I the default browser? And if I'm not, I want to be. And so they change the registry back and forth. It's easy fix though. Go into your Windows Internet Explorer and click on View, and then click on Options. In there, you'll find another tab that says Program. Down at the very bottom, there's a little checkbox. All you got to do is put the checkbox in there, click it, and it'll always then check to make sure that your Internet Explorer is your default browser, and it'll shuffle it back around so IE is your default browser, Netscape won't be.
And so what will happen is all of a sudden it'll just always run in Explorer.
Yeah, every time you double-click an URL or click on an email to or something like that, it'll bring up the Internet Explorer.
And of course, there's another way to do it. Is just get rid of Netscape.
Yeah, I was going to say the easiest way is to just kind of right mouse click on and Netscape. No, add and remove programs, click on Netscape, tell it to get out of there.
Let's go to our next call. Let's go to Brad in Colleyville.
Hey, Brad, welcome to the show. You're on Net Talk Live.
Yes, I have a Macintosh SE30.
Okay.
I was wondering if there's any way I could upgrade the processor.
A Macintosh SE30?
Sounds like a Mac man question to me.
Yeah, well, let's go over. Is that a Macintosh SE30, Brad?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear you quite well there. Let's go over to our Mac man. Luis, how would we answer this for Brad in Colleyville?
Well, Brad...
What is an SE30 anyway?
SE30 is one of the little bitty monitor built-in Macintoshes. It's fairly old. Actually, I had one of those in college.
Okay.
But unfortunately, that is a 68030 processor, and currently there is no upgrade for processor on that Macintosh. You got to understand that Macintosh is about, I don't know, it's 1987 or 88. So your best bet would be to go ahead and buy a new computer. They're cheap enough nowadays anyway.
Yeah, they should. If he was going to go get a Macintosh now to replace the Macintosh that Brad has, what would he get? What would you suggest now he's going to need?
Right now, it's the time to buy a Performa 180. They are revamping their line, and the Performa's 180s and 200s are dropping in price. And you can find a Performa 180 megahertz for about, I don't know, $1,300 or so. So that's what I would suggest to get.
And that's what you would recommend to get. You know, Laura, a lot of people have Macs out there. Like I said, my computer was a Mac originally.
Right.
But unfortunately, there's some computers out there, PCs and Mac, both, that you can't upgrade.
Yeah.
So you have a site or something for us? What do you have in the way of a site?
Well, actually, I don't know if I have enough time to do this right now. If you want to go ahead and go to it. Jeff, if you go to my digital Valentine, if you want to send somebody a Valentine over the internet, you just go into Laura's picks underneath our hot sites of this week on our website, and you can go in, you can fill it out. And Jeff, if you scroll down, go ahead and scroll down a little bit, so you get your choices of different cards there, and you put your little message in there at the very bottom, and you send it off to somebody, and they'll receive this.
And that's a digital Valentine. You can find that on our website under Laura's Picks, and when we come back, we'll show you a little more about that. And we've got the Pentium giveaway coming up. Hey, Netheads, Joel Vaughn here. How would you like a chance to win another Pentium 200 machine? How would you like $1,300 worth of free software? Well, let me tell you how you do it. Go to our webpage at www.nettalklive.com. On there, you'll see a logo that says, "Come meet us live March 2nd. Just click on it, and you will be on the page for the Net Talk Live Spring Break. Yes, March 2nd, we're going to be broadcasting live from the Dallas West End. We're giving away thousands of dollars worth of software, several Pentium 200 machines, and other hardware, and each and every person that attends gets $1,300 worth of software, including stuff like a fully licensed copy of Microsoft Front Page. How about Office 97? You'll get a copy of that as well, and many other titles. So go to our webpage at www.nettalklive.com. Click on the icon that says, "Come meet us live March 2nd, and we will see you live in person March 2nd from the Dallas West End."
On the next heat of the night,
she was out of control.
A beauty pageant turns ugly when a contestant meets a tragic end.
It's no use, Miss Tibbs. She's dead.
Now, Gillespie won't stop
I can't call this an accident.
until he uncovers the shocking truth.
You know, some of these models make a few extra bucks posing for nudies.
Lord, where is thy light?
In the heat of the night.
Monday at 4 on Hot TV 27.
See this Dodge Dakota? See this big screen TV? See these round trip tickets? You can score one of these hot prizes and more by playing the Hot TV 27 Watch, Listen, and Win trivia game.
Pick up your entry form at a local 7-Eleven, Incredible Universe, or participating Dodge dealership. Watch the stars on Hot TV 27 this month for the trivia answer. Call 4 in Touch or the Dallas Stars for complete details.
Watch, Listen, and Win all this month.
Your Fred sure planned a humdinger of a trip. Did the whole thing on the internet.
I didn't know Fred was into computers.
He's not.
to the internet for people who aren't way into computers. New Southwestern Bell Internet service. So easy we'll even set you up and get you going.
Did you know that when you turn on a light, you're witnessing African American history? You may know that Thomas Edison invented the light bulb, but not everyone knows that the carbon filament inside, which makes the light, was invented by Louis Latimer. Over 100 years ago, Latimer's carbon filament changed the world forever. So turn on the light and learn how other African Americans changed the course of history. Celebrate Black History Month.
Hot TV asks, do you know which witch? Which witch flies on a big brown broom? Which witch drives a big ugly tank? Which witch casts a spell with the twitch of her nose? Which witch downs brew when things get rough? Which witch has a meddling mother? Which witch is the meddling mother? Two witches, a bag full of tricks. A double dose of Mama's Family brewed around Bewitched. Weeknights at 5 on KDFI Hot TV 27.
I used to use Netscape. I now use Microsoft Internet Explorer.
I used to use Netscape, and I now use Microsoft Internet Explorer.
I switched to Internet Explorer because we put it to the test, and Internet Explorer is the better browser.
I switched to Internet Explorer because it's easier to use, has everything the other browser has, and it's free.
Absolutely free.
Isn't it time you switched?
It's easy.
Just go to this website
and click on this logo, and your computer does the rest.
Get smart. Get Internet Explorer.
Download it now. It's free.
Live from Dallas, Texas, broadcast worldwide, it's the world's first interactive triple cast. Watch on Hot TV KDFI Channel 27, the live broadcast from the studios of 570 KLIF Radio, and sent worldwide via AudioNet. It's Net Talk Live, with your co-host, Laura Lewis. Gadget Guy, Dave Matthews. Webhead, Mark Markham. And your tour guide to the internet and host of Net Talk, Jovan. Net Talk Live is brought to you by Microsoft, developers of the world's leading computer software, including the internet's smartest web browser, Internet Explorer. Get smart. Download your free copy of Internet Explorer now. Communication Expo, your one-stop low-price communications superstore. Communication Expo, the first 20,000 square foot communications superstore. Visit us in North Dallas at Beltline and the Toll Road. Sponsored in part by Computer Currents Magazine, your source for computing in the real world. Visit us on the World Wide Web at currents.net. Sponsored in part by cityview.com, your local information and entertainment source. Visit us on the World Wide Web at cityview.com. So boot up your computer, grab your mouse, and join in the fun, learning about the internet and the World Wide Web. Follow along with the broadcast of Net Talk Live by going to our homepage at www.nettalklive.com. To send email during the show, address it to nettalk@nettalklive.com.
We're back, folks, having a little bit of fun on this Sunday night, and over 10,000 of you sitting at home that took the time to answer a 106-point questionnaire to enter in this contest to give away the fantastic Net Talk Live Mega Dream Machine Pentium 200, and we're going to be announcing that a little bit later in the broadcast. Laura, sorry I cut you off there and going on your Valentine's site, and that was actually pretty cool, so why don't you tell us about it again?
Okay, I know it kind of blew through that there, but usually every single week we'll have Laura's picks underneath our hot sites, and this one is if you go in there and I said send your sweetie a Valentine, you can send a digital Valentine, and what you'll do is you want to scroll down again, Jeff. You fill in all your information there. You can fill in a message right there, and then you can go on down and you can pick the card of your choice, and then what will happen is during like a day or two before Valentine's Day, it will automatically be sent. You will receive notification that you've got a card waiting for you, and you can go to the site and pick up your card, and it is your digital Valentine. It's just really quite creative, and I know Kim's got a couple more sites which are even more fun than this one, but I really think this is really great. And, for you to do it, it would be just a great idea to send someone this digital Valentine.
So I guess now there's no excuse for you not sending a Valentine's card because all you do is sit down at your computer when you check your email and
doesn't cost
zip
a
one
thing.
out.
Zero. Costs you nothing except a little bit of effort.
That's actually pretty cool. That's a great site. That's a great site to know about.
Anyway,
let's go to our next call. Let's go to Ted in Dallas.
Hi, Ted. How you doing tonight?
Yes. I was calling about my sound card. Yes.
Okay.
I had a question. I don't understand what the sound card's for.
Okay. We get a lot of questions about, do I need a sound card? What is a sound card? How does a sound card work? So let's go over to Mark. Mark, what exactly? Every computer now, I guess, comes with a sound card, right?
Just about every computer nowadays does. That's what they call multimedia. That's when sound cards got pretty well introduced. Because before, a couple years ago, that wasn't always the case. It was considered a real extra to have a sound card in your computer. But nowadays, everything is multimedia. And what a sound card does is it processes the sound files and actually supplies the signal to the speakers. So it's kind of like having a special PC kind of receiver that supplies music and sounds to the speakers, and the speakers play and you hear the sounds right there listening on your computer.
So basically every computer now is multimedia, right? If you buy a new computer, you don't have to worry about not having the right sound card, right, Mark?
Yeah, pretty much. I haven't seen one roll off the shelf that doesn't have one in the past probably 6 to 9 months.
And with a sound card, as long as you have a sound card, you can do the features on the internet, Laura, like you can listen to CDs in your computer, you can listen to sound files over the internet, you can listen to music over the internet, you can listen to shows like ours over the internet, you can do the long-distance calling where you pay no long-distance charges, like you can call from your computer anywhere in the world and you talk as long as you want and never pay long-distance like the Digiphone product, stuff like that.
Right.
And let's see, you can also send voicemail, email voicemail, as long as you have a sound card. So those are, as long as you have a sound card in your computer, you can do all those neat functions
Sending
of the net.
WAV files or whatever too, right?
WAV files,
we received something like that before. When I first started using my computer, basically I'm a writer, and I was just into word processing, and I was so thrilled when I got this computer with a CD-ROM, because I sat there and just popped my CDs in, and I was just excited with my great speakers and writing away. People don't realize. That's really what it's all about.
And what computer do you have, Laura?
Well, I have a Macintosh.
Wait a minute. Where's my mute button? Wait, my cough button. Where is it?
As a matter of fact, Jovan, I have a Performa. What do I have?
You got a Performa 630.
630,
CD.
and I'm about to
Get a
trade
Power
it
Mac.
in, and I'm going to get a Power Mac. And I'm going to get the really
Folks, Laura made a
fast
decision
one.
to get a Power Mac. But Luis, since you're a Mac guy, I do have a question.
Okay.
Laura says her computer is a Performa, correct?
Yes, it is.
But it doesn't work, so how does it perform?
It is working fine.
Jovan.
It's working fine.
It's really old computer. That's like a 286.
Oh, really old. It's like 2 years old, you buy it 2 years old. 2 years ago, it's like an ancient computer.
Isn't that terrible? You got a great computer, you're a writer, you love Mac. Guys, I have to tell you all you Mac guys out there, I could not even threaten Laura to make her get a PC. She would just not listen to get a PC. So one thing about Mac people is if you use a Mac, it's like you're Mac people for life, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, Laura.
All right.
We tried too, boy. I'm telling you.
They did.
Sure you did.
They did.
We tried hard to convince her
All
otherwise.
different techniques. Red faced, just whispering. I don't know. It didn't work.
Anyway, let's go to our next call. Let's go to line 3, and I think it's Van Dorn in Louisville. Did I say that right?
Yes, it did.
Hey, how you doing?
Just fine. How about y'all?
Hey, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I've been waiting to be on it.
All right.
All right.
Great. Yeah, you have a
I
question?
have a question.
Great.
Can you tell me in the network preferences what's the difference between the memory disk cache or the memory cache?
Memory disk and memory cache.
The difference between, let me see if I have this right, memory disk cache and memory cache.
Okay.
Is that correct?
I think so.
Okay, Mark, let's see if we can answer the question there. How do we do it, buddy?
Well, what she's asking is about the memory cache, clearing memory cache and clearing disk cache. Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay. In the network preferences for Netscape, one of the things that makes Netscape a little bit different is you also notice down there's a setting for the amount of memory that it's going to take up. I think the default is like 4096 if you have like an 8 meg computer. What it means is that whenever Netscape's running, it steals X number of memories while it's running. So if you have like 4096, it means it's got allocated 4 megs of memory that it's going to take, it's going to use no matter what the operating system says. And that clear the memory cache means that you hit the button and it clears it out, because it also tries to speed itself up some by not only using the disk caching, which we know is a temporary storage file, but it also uses memory as even a faster temporary storage area, and you can clear them both out.
And so the difference between the two again, real quick, Mark, is what?
The disk cache is where we store websites or web pages. You go to a website, you know, and the page downloads.
Right.
Well, it stores it in the cache so that if you go back there again, there's been no changes, it just loads it up from your disk cache rather than re-downloading the whole page.
Right.
Well, the memory cache is, instead of pulling it up from your disk drive every time, it just pulls it out of memory. So it's even a faster cache using memory.
Oh, okay.
And blowing it out or
I always wondered how that worked.
Deleting it, it just clicks the buttons and it kind of clears them both out so you can hit refresh and get a brand new reload no matter where you're at.
Okay. So if like you're looking at a website, it took a while for it to load. Like I was looking at one that took a long time yesterday, and then
could it have something to do with your Mac?
I was on your computer.
No.
I was on yours.
Want to be flamed again?
Send email to.
I had all this animation in it. That's why it took so long. But when I went back to it, it went much quicker.
Is that one of your sites?
No, I'm going to do that some other time, though.
You know,
don't say what it is.
I'm not going to. Laura found
cool site.
I'm talking. It's a cool site.
Very cool.
When are you going to do that? Next Sunday?
Yeah, I'll do it next Sunday.
You think you'll do it next Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
It's an app. Mark, you have to see this site. It's going to blow you away.
Mark, you're going to be envious.
You are going to have
love this.
envy over this thing, I'm telling you.
Oh, boy.
Really?
This is actually a pretty cool site. Anyway, let me direct people back to our homepage. I want to make sure you've done this, okay, because it's filling up really quick. But you want to go back to our homepage at Net Talk Live during our break here that's coming up. I want you to go and I want you to click on the March 2nd button. It's real important. You're going to hear me saying this all night over and over. You need to do that. And we've got some cool treasure hunts coming up. And you hang tight because we're giving away a Pentium 200 computer. Look, I'm going to startle somebody, Laura. Robert Dimsher. Oh, no! No, you haven't won yet. You hang on. I'm going to pull one out. We'll be right back after this very brief message. Hey, Netheads, Jovan here. How would you like a chance to win another Pentium 200 machine? How would you like $1,300 worth of free software? Well, let me tell you how you do it. Go to our webpage at www.nettalklive.com. On there, you'll see a logo that says, Come Meet Us Live, March 2nd. Just click on it, and you will be on the page for the Net Talk Live Spring Break. Yes, March 2nd, we're going to be broadcasting live from the Dallas West End. We're giving away thousands of dollars worth of software, several Pentium 200 machines, and other hardware, and each and every person that attends gets $1,300 worth of software, including stuff like a fully licensed copy of Microsoft Front Page. How about Office 97? You'll get a copy of that as well, and many other titles. So go to our webpage at www.nettalklive.com, click on the icon that says Come Meet Us Live March 2nd, and we will see you live in person March 2nd from the Dallas West End.
Amazing people, incredible events. They're on real TV. They call him the human torpedo. Now see how this stuntman propels himself through 300 feet of flames. Then it's these kinds of blasts that bring down jumbo jets. See the incredible force that can blow a plane apart in seconds. Plus, talk about going down the hard way. These extreme snowboarders know just how to get down a 1,500-foot drop. If it's caught on tape, it's on real TV.
Monday at 6:30 on Hot TV 27.
Stand by for safe, economical transportation. Stand by for cleaner air and less traffic. Stand by for DART Rail. It arrives every 5 to 10 minutes during rush hours. But whatever you do, while you're standing by, don't stand too close to the tracks.
Next on Springer.
We're just everyday normal people with just a little bit different situation.
Lori and Dory are back, and America's oldest conjoined twins are as candid as ever.
And you are all welcome to ask anything you want.
Dory's been moonlighting as a country music singer. And does Jerry have a surprise for her?
What we'll do is pay for your trip to Nashville for a recording session.
Don't miss the next chapter in the lives of these special sisters. Next Jerry Springer.
Monday at 9 on Hot TV 27.
Take a good look around. Do you feel the attitude? Do you sense the power? It's a new Texas we live in. Evolving, progressing, even surprising. Nobody gets you closer to this ride called life. Closer to what's really going on. Nobody gets you closer than Fox 4 News. Nobody.
Remember 1974? On Friday nights, you were probably watching
This is Jim Rockford. At the tone, leave your name and message. I'll get back to you.
The Rockford Files, with good old-fashioned fist fights, fast gas-guzzling cars, and even pay toilets. Well, the 70s may be over, but Rocky, Dennis, and Jim rock on.
Give me a dime. I'm going to crack you open like a piggy bank.
The Rockford Files are still hot, weeknights at 11:30 on Hot TV 27.
If you love movies like True Lies, now meet True Spies.
Arnold Schwarzenegger would never make it one day as a case officer.
Real agents and G-men who might live right next door. And with today's inexpensive technology, you don't have to be a CIA operative to be a secret agent.
Video cameras that are hidden inside a clock.
After you watch True Lies on Fox, uncover True Spies. A Fox 4 News special report, Tuesday at 10.
We're back. It's the world's best live trip. It's the world's best live triple cast. If you or your company needs an exciting and effective website created, then you need the best web development team in the business. The cast and crew of NetTalk Live. NetTalk Live will create a highly effective website for you or your business. Just give us a call at 800-673-3836. That's 800-673-3836. Follow along with the broadcast of NetTalk Live by going to our homepage at www.nettalklive.com. To send email during the show, address it to nettalk@nettalklive.com.
Well, we're back. Experiencing a little bit internet blackout as we start out here having fun. All the systems are loaded down, and it's because why? There are thousands and thousands and thousands of people hitting our website and our chat programs as it goes along here, Laura, and that's kind of the way it goes on the internet. And get crowded real quick when a lot of people participate there. Anyway, let's go to our next call. Let's go to Ray in Fort Worth.
Hi, Ray. How are you doing tonight?
Just fine.
Good. You have a question for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was listening a couple weeks ago, and I think I heard y'all talk about faxing a long distance, but there's a way you can get onto it, but you're not charged a long distance phone call.
Oh, long distance phone call. And let's go over to Webhead Mark. Mark, what Ray said, and I'm not sure we talked about this one yet, is we were talking about long distance versus faxing. Is that what he said, Laura? Did he say faxing?
Yeah, there are some websites where you can actually fax things, Jovan, to other cities and what would be long distance for you, but they do it there locally.
Now I know you can actually call over the internet and place a long distance call using your computer to another computer, or using your computer to a phone with products like the Digiphone Deluxe. You can do that and not have long distance charges. But he actually threw me for a loop there. I thought he said fax, and I go, can you fax over the internet, Mark?
Yep. There are a bunch of websites that are actually doing it. Dave talked about it a couple weeks ago, and I don't have any experience with that. I know that they're out there. You might try using one of the search engines like AltaVista and going in and doing, fax, internet, because I know that they exist. They have a website. You go there and you find the local number where you want it to send the fax to, and you email it to them, and they send it there locally. It's a lot cheaper than the long distance rate. Yeah, it works pretty cool.
You know what we need to do, Luis? You know what I need you to do, my friend?
What?
I sit here and I see your wonderful Mac sitting through the window there. You know what we need to do?
What?
I would like for you to go into your system, and I would like for you to go to Yahoo, okay? And let's do a search on the air and kind of see what we come up with. Let's do a search. What we're going to do, folks, is we're going to show you how a search engine works on the internet. And this is where you can find information globally on all the computers around the world. Let's do a search for faxing. What would you type? Faxing on the internet? Is that what you would type, Luis? What do you think? How would we do it?
Oh, I don't know. How about fax and long distance, maybe?
Fax and...
internet, maybe.
Internet.
Okay, how about that?
Fax and internet. Okay, what we're going to do here is he's asking his computer to go out there and search and see what happens. Is there anything there?
So there we go, found.
Okay, let's see. Ah, there it is, internet fax. Free
fax. Send a fax on the internet.
Okay, and they're sending it to the Philippines, and the Philippines is sending it back. And how to send a fax from the internet. So there you go. You can actually find it. Just go into Yahoo or one of these search engines and type in, what'd you type in, Luis? You typed in?
I typed fax and internet.
Fax and internet,
Right.
and it gave you several options to do it. There you go. If you're looking to do this, that's a good way to find out how to do it. You can just type it in Yahoo, and it'll actually give you, isn't that amazing, Laura?
Yeah.
Right there at your fingertips,
See, I
you
love
have an
that.
answer.
We have that vehicle here. We don't know the answer. Let's just look it up
Yeah,
on
just
the
look
internet.
it up and see how it goes. And I would put to people out there in chat tonight, if you've used faxing via the internet where it's free long distance and you do it, hey, send us a URL and we'll talk about it later
Yeah, that would be great.
in the show of how you can fax on the internet. Okay, well, it's getting real close to the time. You need to tell your friends to tune in because we're going to be drawing for the computers. No, this is not a winner. I'm just calling some names to start your heart. Alfred Glover, Carla Glover, Robert Bellahati. Did I say that right? I hope I said that right.
You have not won anything.
Hi
if you hear your
Hong
name.
and Blaine McElney. Your name's in there. We're going to be drawing. You hang tight. The Pentium 200 could be yours. Joe Vaughn here. How would you like a chance to win another Pentium 200 machine? How would you like $1,300 worth of free software? Well, let me tell you how you do it. Go to our webpage at www.nettalklive.com. On there, you'll see a logo that says Come Meet Us Live March 2nd. Just click on it, and you will be on the page for the Net Talk Live Spring Break. Yes, March 2nd, we're going to be broadcasting live from the Dallas West End. We're giving away thousands of dollars worth of software, several Pentium 200 machines, and other hardware, and each and every person that attends gets $1,300 worth of software, including stuff like a fully licensed copy of Microsoft Front Page. How about Office 97? You'll get a copy of that as well, and many other titles. So go to our webpage at www.nettalklive.com. Click on the icon that says Come Meet Us Live March 2nd, and we will see you live in person March 2nd from the Dallas West End.
Some fans think hockey comes naturally to Mike Madonna. The fact is, it took a lifetime of commitment, years of hard work, and countless practice shots.
Cold ice, cool game, hot TV.
Is this in my contract?
The hottest shot is Stars Hockey on Hot TV 27.
You can make a real impact on someone's life just by donating an unwanted vehicle.
That's right, Mike. Your car, van, or truck, running or not, can help the Kidney Foundation help others. And the tax deduction you'll receive may just help you.
From a classic to any car whose time has come, they can all make a difference in fighting kidney disease. And the Kidney Foundation will pick up the donated vehicle for free.
Become a real champion just by donating your car. Call 1-800-441-1281.
The city is alive. The energy is building. You can feel it. You're picking up speed. We're on top of it. You can see it. Life's too short. Don't waste a minute. Fox 4 News at 9. You can do it. Nobody gets you closer than Fox 4 News. Nobody.
What's hot tomorrow?
Hot TV.
On Hot TV 27. Tomorrow night at 7 on Poltergeist: The Legacy. An ancient evil force is unleashed upon mankind, and only a secret group called The Legacy can fight it. Don't turn out the lights. Tomorrow night at 7, watch Poltergeist: The Legacy. If it's hot, you've got to watch.
Hot TV.
Hot TV 27, tomorrow night.
Operator.
Got the long distance blues? Don't know who to trust in these telephone wars?
With my average long distance bill, I could probably buy a Cadillac.
Just passing through. Consumer expert Carla Winfrey's got the 411 on who's really got the best deal for your dime. A Fox 4 News special report. Dialing Dilemmas. Tomorrow at 10.
We're back with the world's first live triple cast. It's Net Talk Live. If you'd like to become a sponsor of Net Talk or have your website or computer products shown on the air, just give us a call.
All right, folks, are you tough enough to hang on till we give away this Pentium 200 computer? What do you think? Well, here's something for you. Ready? Joseph Manson, Jeffrey Madrid, Francis Galente, Stephen Hurst, John Weisenbach, Jack Brown. I just wanted to see if you're watching. I want to let you know your name's in the box.
You're so cruel. You're
Man,
so
that's
cruel.
evil.
Your name's in the box.
They're
I just
not
wanted to let you know.
laughing.
Hey, come on. We've got their entries along with 10,000 other ones, so we're going to be giving this away. And it's going to be fun. And during the break, Kim was telling me, our chat check was telling me that the server for chat is actually just getting hammered because all these people are in chat.
Chat is where everybody comes together and they talk while we're on the air.
Mark, do you have chat up on your screen?
Nope, not yet.
Let's get
That's
chat.
a cue.
We got to get to it.
I can tell them
You
your
get
cue.
chat up on your screen. Let's go over to Kim Adams, our chat chick. Kim, I know you have some pretty cool chat sites for us today.
Well, actually, Jovan, they're not chat sites this week. They're some Valentine's sites like Laura had
Oh, I didn't know that. I guess I
Yes.
should have taken her cue earlier when she said that. So what do you have for us?
Well, I have a Send a virtual kiss site, and it's sendakiss.com.au/.
Oh, that looks
and
cute.
We've got a great link.
So it's in Australia.
Yeah, and you could just send it, though, to anybody for $1. I think there is a $1 fee on this one, but that's the only one that has a fee. And I thought it was just a fun site to use for Valentine's Day for people. And then I have a virtualpresents.com, and that's a really neat one. You can send someone a bouquet of roses or a postcard, or like say, hey, honey, we're going on a trip, and send them a picture of a beach. It's just a really neat site.
So you're just sending like pictures of things on this
That's
one.
right. They're just pictures on that one.
And
Pictures.
someone sent you a field of tulips or something,
Yes,
Kim?
a field of tulips. One of my
I love
fans,
that.
Bozo. He's one of my all-time best fans.
Wait a minute here. Your fan's name is Bozo?
Yes, that's one of them. He sends me emails saying he loves me every week and
that's
flowers.
so sweet. That's very
that's
sweet.
my site.
I would remind everyone, of course, you can find, if you want to send out that virtual kiss or that virtual website or whatever the case may be, let's show some people on chat as we go out in the break here. You can find those on our website at nettalklive.com. There everybody goes saying, hey, okay, we're having fun. They're on chat. They're piling away. We'll be right back right after this very, very brief message.
Hey, Netheads, Mark Markham here with another treasure hunt for you. Here's what you're going to win. A copy of WebPix with 250 royalty-free images for use in web publishing for Macintosh and for Windows by Diamar Interactive. Here's what you got to do to win. Go to nettalklive.com and solve this riddle. Net Talk Live, the television show, is going national. Look over the cities Net Talk Live is going to be broadcast in and find the city which is not a real city. Call our prize hotline at 214-787-1011 and name the city and the URL, the page you found it on, and you win. That's all there is to it. Remember, go to our website at nettalklive.com and solve the riddle. Net Talk Live, the show, is going to be national. Look over the cities that Net Talk Live is going to be broadcast in and find the city which is not a real city. Be the first caller to 214-787-1011 with the name of that city that isn't real and the proper URL, and you win this copy of Diamar Interactive's WebPix. Go win now.
On the next heat of the night, she was out of control. A beauty pageant turns ugly when a contestant meets a tragic end.
It's no use, Miss Tibbs. She's dead.
Now Gillespie won't stop
I can't call this an accident.
until he uncovers the shocking truth.
You know, some of these models make a few extra bucks posing for nudies.
Lord, where is thy light?
In the heat of the night.
Monday at 4 on Hot TV 27.
See this Dodge Dakota? See this big screen TV? See these round trip tickets? You can score one of these hot prizes and more by playing the Hot TV 27 Watch, Listen, and Win trivia game.
Pick up your entry form at a local 7-Eleven, Incredible Universe, or participating Dodge dealership. Watch the stars on Hot TV 27 this month for the trivia answer. Call 4 in Touch or the Dallas Stars for complete details.
Watch, listen, and win all this month.
Freedom. Its cost in human casualties to veterans of 20th century battles has been dear. For the many who suffered trauma to mind and body, an even bigger fear is that they'll be forgotten. What they need most is for Americans to share a simple, kind word, a phone call, a card, or a visit to a VA hospital. Do the right thing. Show of that you remember how much they sacrificed to keep our country free.
Your Fred sure planned a humdinger of a trip.
Did the whole thing on the internet.
I didn't know Fred was into computers.
He's not.
Finally, a way onto the internet for people who aren't way into computers. New Southwestern Bell Internet Service. So easy we'll even set you up and get you going.
Hot TV asks, do you know which witch? Which witch flies on a big brown broom? Which witch drives a big ugly tank? Which witch casts a spell with the twitch of her nose? Which witch downs brew when things get rough? Which witch has a meddling mother? Which witch is the meddling mother? Two witches, a bag full of tricks. A double dose of Mama's Family brewed around Bewitched. Weeknights at 5 on KDFI Hot TV 27.
I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. Get up there. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell.
Area secured. Live from Dallas, Texas, broadcast worldwide, it's the world's first interactive triple cast. Watch on Hot TV KDFI Channel 27, the live broadcast from the studios of 570 KLIF Radio, and sent worldwide via AudioNet. It's Net Talk Live with your co-host, Laura Lewis. Gadget Guy, Dave Matthews. Webhead, Mark Markham. And your tour guide to the internet and host of Net Talk, Jovan. Net Talk Live is brought to you by Microsoft, developers of the world's leading computer software, including the internet's smartest web browser, Internet Explorer. Get smart. Download your free copy of Internet Explorer now. Communication Expo, your one-stop low-price communication superstore. Communication Expo, the first 20,000 square foot communications superstore. Visit us in North Dallas at Beltline and the Toll Road. Sponsored in part by Computer Currents Magazine, your source for computing in the real world. Visit us on the World Wide Web at currents.net. Sponsored in part by cityview.com, your local information and entertainment source. Visit us on the World Wide Web at cityview.com. So boot up your computer, grab your mouse, and join in the fun, learning about the internet and the World Wide Web. Follow along with the broadcast of Net Talk Live by going to our homepage at www.nettalklive.com. To send email during the show, address it to nettalk@nettalklive.com.
Well, that's Raina. She makes us look good in here. And she's the one that flips this camera around and turns it on us and gets these real close shots to show all the real estate on my forehead and stuff like that. And I could sell for advertising, I've been told in chat. Anyway, here we go into the second hour here of Net Talk Live. We're teaching you everything you need to know about the internet and how to use it. Laura, if we had somebody just tuning in who've never seen us before, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that this is a great show. No, I'd tell them we're actually a triple cast, and we are broadcast on television, on radio, and also over the internet worldwide via AudioNet. and it's just, I guess we've made history with this show.
Actually, we have.
Totally interactive. You know, we just had so much fun with it. But it really is a place to be and a place to listen to all the lingo that has to do with the internet and learn everything from the beginner or newbie terminology on up to real true surfer language, meaning those folks who have been hanging out on the internet for a while and really know their way around and just have more technical questions.
It's amazing to me, Laura, how many people have been tuning into the show, learning about the internet and the World Wide Web. We had some people over the weekend in Ennis, Texas.
Yeah.
Actually come over
at
and
a barbecue.
At a barbecue place, sitting down having barbecue, saying, "Hey, love the show. It's great. We learned a lot of stuff."
Yeah.
And then this afternoon it was
Balls Hamburgers.
Balls
That's right.
Hamburgers.
We
and
love that.
Somebody came up and
It's
said,
kinda
"Hey,
fun.
great, you know,
Takes us
wonderful
off
show."
guard, though.
And you know, we're learning a lot, and there's even a lot of people tuning in don't even have computers,
We're real
and that's
happy,
absolutely
though.
great. So we're pleased we can be of service
Yes.
to you. Anyway, let's go to our next call. Let's go to JP on the 800 line from Cedar Creek.
Hey, JP, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Good. You have a question?
Yes, I get QuickTime movies off the internet.
QuickTime movies, okay.
Yes, and I've been getting them a while. And just the other day, I tried to get one, and it said that I did not have the QuickTime plug-in. And it said, "Do you want it now?" So I said yes, and I still can't get them.
Uh-oh, you using a Mac or a PC?
I'm using a PC.
Okay, well, let's go over to Luis because now the reason I go over there
Why did you ask the question then?
is because you know why? I asked, I want to know if it was a Mac, but I'm going over to you, my friend, because isn't it Apple that created QuickTime?
Apple that has. And you can, I don't know what version you downloaded. If you go to the www.quicktime, I believe, let me go back here, www.quicktime.com, you can find there the latest plugin for both Windows and Mac. I'm not sure exactly what your configuration is, but the first thing I would check is make sure you have the latest version of the plugin. There has been a lot of improvements, a lot of releases, so you might want to check in that site first.
So, Mark, is that possible, buddy, that he has downloaded something that requires a newer version? Have you run into this, Mark?
Yeah, he really can. And Luis is absolutely right. Go to quicktime.com and get the newest version. If you're running Windows 95, be sure and get the 32-bit version as well, I might want to point out. If you got it 3.1, you want to be sure and just get the 16-bit version.
So he said he already had it, Mark. So what happened here? Did he download something that needed a newer version and his computer just couldn't recognize it?
Right. Sometimes they'll either that or maybe it was created in a 32-bit version and yet the player he's got is an older 16-bit version, so it's not going to play it.
Okay. Well, Laura looked at me crazy on that one. What's that, Laura?
I don't know. I mean, you know, what y'all are talking about is maybe he just had an older version. And when he would try to download, he needed something else in between, a little bit newer version.
He just needed a new one so his computer wouldn't run it.
So what you can really, and as a plug-in, is it the same thing as like he can go and get software as a plug-in? Is this QuickTime a software program
what it
as well?
is QuickTime, the easiest way to explain it is QuickTime is the program created by Apple that allows you to view video files or movies via your computer or play something on a CD and see a video file, either the net or otherwise. That's the software that allows you to do it. And what happened is the version he had on his computer wasn't too up to date, and he downloaded something new that required the newer version so it wouldn't run.
Okay.
So it's always best to stay on top of those. And of course, you can go to Yahoo or any search engine on the internet, just type in QuickTime, and it will link you to all the sites on the internet where you can download the newest versions.
All right.
And that's the easy
Very
way to do it.
good.
You got a site for us, Laura? What do you have
Actually,
now?
my next site on Laura's Picks, you go to our website on our hot sites, is it's called Cool Word of the Day. And it literally changes every single day. Now, Jeff, can we go to that right now?
Is this
Cool Word of the Day. I don't see anything happening here. Can you go to it? I like to show it, actually.
What is Cool Word of the Day?
Cool Word of the Day is basically a website you go to. It changes every single day. There is a word and a definition that goes along with it, so you actually can increase your vocabulary every single day. And you know what I'll do? I'm going to wait until we can throw it up on the screen so we can actually show this, because I have a little quiz for you, Giovanna. I've got a little question for you and a quiz for our viewers to find out if they know the definition of this one word.
Well, great. Let's go to our next call then. Let's go to Wilmer in McKinney.
Hi. Is it Wilmer?
Sure is.
Hey, nice to see you this evening. What can we do for you?
I got to say, I love your show.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Awesome. I've told a lot of friends about it.
Thank you so much. We need that. We love that.
I used to use Compuserve all the time. And when I downloaded files from Compuserve and all of a sudden my connection was broken, I was able to dial back in and continue my download. Now, I was wondering, on the internet sometimes because of my ISP or my telephone or somebody else picked up the telephone inside the house, my connection has been broken. Is there a way to continue a download just like I used to do in Compuserve?
Oh, so let me see if I have this right. He's been downloading something over the internet, and somehow it gets interrupted, or it crashes, or it stops, and he wants to know if he can go back into his download and pick up where he was from. So, Mark, you're the web guy that handles our downloads and stuff. How would we answer Wilmer's question?
Only two ways that I know how to do it. One is my choice, is using WSFTP Pro. Big difference between WSFTP LE, which is the limited edition, which is free on the internet, and the Pro version. The biggest difference is the Pro version will allow you to resume crashed downloads. Real important if you download huge files. I think it's like $25. It's a great investment. The other one is called Qt FTP. I believe that Qt FTP also has a Pro version, which allows you to resume crashed downloads as well. So that's about the easiest way to do it. There's not any free ones that I know of that will resume a broken transfer.
So, Mark, is there a place on the internet where he can go and download WSFTP, which stands for File Transfer Protocol, which means moving a program from one computer to another? Is there a place on the internet, Mark, that he can go do this and try it out?
You bet he can, and that would be at Ipswich, IPSWITCH.com, Ipswich.com. I believe that there's a link to that on our surf page. We have several links to some pretty important internet software, and down at the very bottom, I think, for File Transfer Protocol. You can click on that. It's Ipswich.com.
And they can actually go do it.
Yeah.
So,
Ipswich. I like the way that sounds.
Isn't that an interesting name?
Yeah.
Ipswich.com. Anyway, let's go. Let's go to our next call. Let's see. Who am I going to go to? Let's go to line 3. Let's go to Trey in Dallas.
Hey, Trey. Welcome to the show. You're on Net Talk Live.
How you doing?
Doing great. How about yourself?
Well, I'm doing all right.
Okay.
I live here in Dallas, and I have a local internet provider.
All right.
My basic problem is it's kind of like what American Online users had a couple weeks ago, where I'm always getting a busy signal from about 6 to 11:30.
Okay.
My basic question is what steps, or what's the best steps to go through to get similar action with refunds and stuff, or is it just easier to go ahead and bail out and go find a new one?
You know, that's an interesting question, Trey. What's going on, Laura, is, and what you need to understand is, the magic words you said were from 6:30 to 11, and that's just really when people pile up on the net, don't you think, Mark?
Absolutely.
That's when everybody's kind of doing their surfing on the net and there for the evening and checking out sites and stuff. And, Laura, what it means is what happens when you call into your internet service provider and try to get on the net and you get a busy signal. What that means is every single line, every single modem line where they allow people to surf to the net is used by another person.
Okay.
It's kind of like overbooking a flight. They've sold way too many dial-ups and not have the equipment to support it, is what it means.
So, Mark, what would you do to go about to either get a refund or switch?
Two things. One, I would go to the news group, dfw.internetproviders, and go in there, and most of the internet providers, at least in Dallas-Fort Worth, are in there all the time, and just ask the question, hey, I'm tired of getting busy signals. Which one of you can give me a guarantee? Then copy it, paste it, call them, and get hooked up. That's a good way to go. Another one would be to be persistent with your provider now. Call them and say, look, I can't get on, and find out who they are and tell them you want to get some of your refund back. Because it's not, you pay for a service, you're not getting the service. I'd be calling them in a minute.
Yeah, Trey, I would tell you, in light of the America Online debacle that kind of went on, I would just simply send a letter to my internet service provider saying, hey, I'm not happy, I couldn't get on, will you help me out? And you will find most internet service providers will be glad to accommodate you to make sure you are a happy customer. Why? Because they're every one of them competing for you in Dallas, and the ISPs need you, and just tell them you're not happy, and I bet you they'll go the distance to make you happy. Don't you think, Laura?
Okay. I'm sorry. Kim was talking to me from off the, I don't even know what she was saying. Anyway, I'll get you later on, Kim. I'm sorry. She was telling me something. I was spacing out.
What was that, Kim? Are you telling her sights up? Her
My sights up.
Okay.
Thank you, Kim. All right, live television.
Well, let's see if we can get to this real quick, Laura.
Cool
Let's go to your
word of the day. Hooray,
okay,
there it
great.
is. Now, this word is not very exciting right here. This is not what I'm going to test you on. This is unhousehold. We are not going to go. Oh, corpulent. They changed it on me. Oh, the time. I don't even know that one. Jeff, go to view past words. I'm not even going to check out corpulent. Okay, it means Jeff just chimed in here. It means bloody. Okay, we're going to go down to algology, A-L. Go down there, A-L. There we go. Click on it, algology, right there. Click on it. Now, you know what it is, Javon? Don't look. You know
algology?
Yeah, what is it?
Okay, I won't look at it. It's the study of owl.
It's the study of algae.
Oh, I could have gotten that one if I'd have paid attention.
But what's really fun, and you know what? They changed it because they must be in a different time zone. They say it changes every single day. And what you can do is literally go here every single day and increase your vocabulary by learning new words. Now, a lot of the words on their list, I kind of knew, but there was another one I asked you, Jovan, do you know what acephalus means? Acephalus, and don't get weird on me.
It's entirely too much information.
You weren't supposed to tell anybody.
Anyway, ACEPHALOUS means no head. That's right. Jeff is a vocabulary king.
Jeff, our voice that makes us go.
He's talking in our ear.
See, he can talk in our ear, and you can't hear him at home, and he's giving you this answer.
Oh,
Jeff.
I love this.
All right. Jeff said it's his webpage.
Anyway, I think it's a great site. So go there every single day, and you can use that word and increase your vocabulary.
So if you want to press people with big words.
Algology. I was reading about algology yesterday.
Look up Massachusetts.
And it was so hard, my brain started to ooze corpulent. and
I was acephalus, or I don't know. Probably improper usage there.
Okay. Anyway, well, that's pretty cool. You can kind of sound important. You can kind of learn it over the net.
And later on, everybody stay tuned because I have a great site, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it before the end of the show later on.
It's a cool site?
Yeah.
Okay.
Real fun site.
Well, let's see if we can get another quick call real quick. Let's go to Ken in Calella, Oklahoma.
Where is that?
Calera, Oklahoma.
Calera, Oklahoma.
Howdy.
Bow and arrow country.
Howdy do.
All right.
Say hey to my grandma.
Have to wake up.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, they keep calling on you there, and you're just like off in another world.
She was chatting with Chat Chick off camera, and I actually didn't know she did it. So what can we do? What can we do you for, Ken?
Okay. Somehow or another, I've come up with 2 recycle bins on Windows 95.
Oh.
I've got one, just regular recycle bin, and the other one's called Recycled. And I went into the Windows Explorer and tried to delete the thing, and I can't get rid of it.
That's an interesting thing. Folks, let me explain what happens. In Windows 95, if you wanted to trash something and get rid of it from your computer, you'd click on it and drag it to your recycle bin, or it sends it to your recycle bin. It holds there temporarily in case you didn't really want to do it and you want to fix it. Well, what Ken is saying is going on is he has 2. So, Mark, what's up?
This is something that's happened with me before, too, with multiple drives. It's an easy fix, though. The one that says recycled, right-mouse click on it and just click on rename and give it a different name, because the Windows is seeing that as a system file or system folder and won't let you delete it. But if you rename it first, then you can go back in and delete it and get it out of there.
Okay. So he's got to rename it because it's kind of protected by being called recycled.
That's right.
That's a pretty interesting one there. Really good. So, folks, hang on. We're going to the break. This is going to be worth the treasure hunt. Hang tight, call a friend, and we're going to do the computer next. It could be yours. We'll be right back after this very, very brief message.
Hey, Chat Chick Kim Adams here, and it's time for a City View treasure hunt. Here's what you'll win. A copy of Microsoft Front Page, a $149 value. Here's what you do. Go to cityview.com and solve this riddle. Prince hails from this Midwestern city. Go to this city and the first caller to 214-787-1011 and tell us if you were shopping in this site for a computer, who would be the first company you would see offering computer products. Name the city, the computer company, and the URL of the web page you found it on, and you'll win.
Amazing people, incredible events. They're on real TV. They call him the human torpedo. Now see how this stuntman propels himself through 300 feet of flames. Then it's these kinds of blasts that bring down jumbo jets. See the incredible force that can blow a plane apart in seconds. Plus, talk about going down the hard way. These extreme snowboarders know just how to get down a 1,500-foot drop. If it's caught on tape, it's on real TV.
Monday at 6:30 on Hot TV 27.
Have you seen my dog? I can't find her anywhere. No. Well, help me look over there.
What's the code?
I don't know the code. I can't think of anything but my little dog. Come on, let's go.
Hey, kid.
Can I see?
Sure, I have a whole bunch more in the truck.
You can't go to unless you know the code.
Code?
Hey, your mom's sick. She told me to pick you up.
Do you know that code? Last year, over 6,000 Dallas children were reported missing.
We know the code. So should you.
Next on Springer.
See, we're just everyday normal people with just a little bit different situation.
Lori and Dory are back, And America's oldest conjoined twins are as candid as ever.
And you are all welcome to ask anything you want.
Dory's been moonlighting as a country music singer. And does Jerry have a surprise for her?
What we'll do is pay for your trip to Nashville for a recording session.
Don't miss the next chapter in the lives of these special sisters. Next Jerry Spring.
Monday at 9 on Hot TV 27.
The sun goes down. Now, the city checks in. To Fox 4 News.
Dallas Space Unit 7, we have a major problem.
Your day may be winding down. We keep up the pace. It's the only way to get you closer.
Several crews are set up live to bring you the first pictures.
Watch Fox 4 News at 10, so you don't miss a beat. Nobody gets you closer than Fox 4 News. Nobody.
Remember 1974? On Friday nights, you were probably watching
This is Jim Rockford. At the tone, leave your name and message. I'll get back to you.
The Rockford Files, with good old-fashioned fist fights, fast gas-guzzling cars, and even pay toilets. Well, the 70s may be over, but Rocky, Dennis, and Jim rock on.
Give me a dime. I'm going to crack you open like a piggy bank.
The Rockford Files are still hot, weeknights at 11:30 on Hot TV 27.
If you have this on your current web browser, and if you want to fully experience all the internet has to offer,
And have the full power of sound, motion, and color of the World Wide Web.
then there is only one thing you should do. This.
Microsoft's Internet Explorer makes surfing the net, news groups, and email fun and easy.
Even for us newbies.
Internet Explorer has all the cool tools and features, and best of all,
it's absolutely free.
Get smart. Download Internet Explorer now.
We're back. It's the world's best live triple cast. If you or your company needs an exciting and effective website created, then you need the best web development team in the business. The cast and crew of NetTalk Live. NetTalk Live will create a highly effective website for you or your business. Just give us a call at 800-673-3836. That's 800-673-3836. Follow along with the broadcast of NetTalk Live by going to our homepage at www.nettalklive.com. To send email during the show, address it to nettalk@nettalklive.com.
Well, what you see there, folks, no, it's not shredded trash. It's 10,000 names of people that entered for this Pentium 200 machine that we're going to be giving away. And the man that's giving it away, we're going to draw here in a minute. We're going to take a call, then we're going to draw a name. The man giving it away is right here to my left, John Staples. Let's kind of turn a camera on him, Raina. Let's turn over here. This is John Staples from, we got it there? There you go, Computer Junction. There he is. He also does a show here on 570 KLIF on Saturday afternoons, which you can tune into and listen to. He's going to draw a name in a moment. We're going to kind of stir them up there. So, Bill, let's get a shot of that. We're going to stir that box up. You got all those names going on in there. We're going to stir them up. We're going to we're going to pull one in a second. But first, let's take a call. Let's go to, let's see. Let's go to Robert in Mesquite.
Hi, Robert. How are you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
You are on NetTalk Live.
Yes, what I'm trying to find out is I got rid of AOL.
Okay, America Online.
America Online. Okay, when I push the start button, when the program and all that comes up, at the very top of it, it has their icon and all that. How do you get rid of that?
We've heard this question before, and I know we have the answer.
Okay,
Who's
well, let's
got
go
it?
over to Mark. Mark, fire away. How would we answer Robert's question?
Well, Robert, when you click on the Start button, instead of going all the way up to Programs, stop. Right there where it says Settings, scoot over and go down to where it says Taskbar. Click on the taskbar, and then go up the top and click on the tab that says Add and Remove. I believe it's the taskbar button. Anyway, it's the second tab. Click on it, and it'll say Remove. Click on Remove, and it'll take you down through the directories, and you can select which shortcut you want to get rid of. Click on it, click OK. It'll be out of there.
No, it's
really easy.
Very simple.
Very simple way to do it. Okay, well, folks, I'm going to show you what we're going to do first. Right this way. Watch, Laura. I'm going to surprise somebody.
What?
Hello, you're on the air.
Yeah.
You calling about the treasure hunt?
Yes, I am. Well, actually, I'm not calling about the treasure hunt. I'm calling about the question he had earlier on which city is incorrect.
And which city was incorrect?
Gotham City.
And what's your name?
Mark Odette.
Hey, Mark Odette. You know what?
Uh-huh.
I put you on the air and I wasn't supposed to. We already have a winner, but I'm going to give you a piece of software anyway.
Cool.
Cool.
Congrats.
Because I have to clear the line because we're going to use this line, okay?
That's great.
So, Mark, you have email, right, my friend?
Yes, sir.
You send me an email to jovan@nettalklive.com, jovan@nettalklive.com. You remind me of this conversation, and we will send you out some software, my friend, okay?
Okay.
I got to take the line back.
Thanks a lot.
See ya.
Bye, Mark.
Okay, now that line's cleared. Ready? Folks, this is the number. If you're here for this computer, this is the number you have to call. You have 15 minutes to call. We're going to have time to do a couple of these before we get to the end of the show. So if the first one doesn't call, we'll draw another one.
Okay.
The prize hotline number is... Sorry, bye. Anyway, I
This
had to
is
cut
for the
that one
big,
off of
huge, wonderful computer we
Right.
have here.
The prize hotline number is 214-787-1011. 214-787-1011. All of the trivia contests during the breaks has been won. Every single trivia contest has been won. Okay, folks? So quit calling for the trivia questions. I'm going to hang them up each time.
They have ESPN.
Hey there. He hung up on me as I clear this line out. 787-1011, 787-1011 is the number. Hello? See, they won't talk to me. Okay.
Dominoes.
We ready to do this?
Let's do it.
We ready to do
Let's
this?
do it.
Okay, 787-1011 is the number you're going to call if your name is drawn. And Jeff, you got a drum roll for me in there, buddy? Let's see if he's got a drum roll. He's looking through his cart and stuff. I don't have a drum roll. I've got the crowd cheer and I've got the applause. I'm gonna stick my applause in because that's what we're gonna do when the person wins it.
Here we go.
There we go.
Oh, the drum roll.
Okay, John, fire away. Pull one out. Let's get a shot of this as he digs in there. He's gonna dig for one. He's gonna pull out one name as he digs through. You got one?
Ah,
okay.
yes, the one
Okay,
on the
hang on. I'm gonna put my mic over here. You ready?
John Staples.
That's one way to save money.
Hey, that says Mark Markham.
Herb Clay.
Herb Clay. Herb Clay.
Oh, I
Do I
see.
have that right? Yeah. We actually cut off a little of the email address. Herb Clay. Look, can we get a shot of that, Raina? Can you see that right there? It's Herb Clay. There it is, Herb Clay. We got HTTP on there because it kind of ran into the other file.
Herb Clay.
Let's see if we've got Herb on the line. Herb, you on the line? Hello? Who's this? Hello?
Jasmine.
Hello?
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Herb Clay needs a call.
Herb Clay,
787-1011.
We're going to see. 787-1011. Herb, you get a call. You're going to have 15 minutes to call. That's going to be about 11:40 since the time we call it. Let's see if I got it. I'm going to try it again. Hey, nope, that's not it.
We'll
They
have
hung
to
up real
have
quick.
Brandon check that out for us.
I'm actually going to check it the whole time because I want to punch him in and see if it is, and we're just going to keep on running. So, what do you think? Should I answer it? It's ringing. What do you think, Laura? Come on, tell me.
Not going to say. Go ahead.
Herb?
Bye.
Herb? Nope. Laura's saying, don't answer anymore.
Don't answer anymore.
Don't answer. One more. It's ringing again. Should I answer it?
No.
Everybody's waiting with bated breath. Is Herb going to call? That's the big question. Wasn't there a hamburger ad about somebody named Herb or something like that?
I don't know.
We're going to find out if Herb Clay is going to call.
Where's the Herb?
And I'm going to have my site.
And Laura's going to have her site.
My
We're going to
site.
take another call. The phone's ringing. He may not call. We may call your name next. Herb, where are you, Herb? Call 787-1011. We'll be right back. Hey, netheads, Joel Vaughn here. How would you like a chance to win another Pentium 200 machine? How would you like $1,300 worth of free software? Well, let me tell you how you do it. Go to our webpage at www.nettalklive.com. On there, you'll see a logo that says, Come Meet Us Live, March 2nd. Just click on it, and you will be on the page for the Net Talk Live Spring Break. Yes, March 2nd, we're going to be broadcasting live from the Dallas West End. We're giving away thousands of dollars worth of software, several Pentium 200 machines, and other hardware, and each and every person that attends gets $1,300 worth of software, including stuff like a fully licensed copy of Microsoft Front Page. How about Office 97? You'll get a copy of that as well, and many other titles. So go to our webpage at www.nettalklive.com. Click on the icon that says Come Meet Us Live March 2nd, and we will see you live in person March 2nd from the Dallas West End.
The Simpson civil verdict is in, but can it ever ease the pain and suffering endured by the friends and families of Ron and Nicole? Faye Resnick is here to help us answer that question. She'll offer her reaction to the verdict. She'll share memories of Nicole, and she'll talk about how she's getting on with her life, including her posing for Playboy. It's an hour with a vocal witness, a loyal friend, and a woman in the spotlight. Faye Resnick, next Geraldo Rivera Show.
Monday at 1 on Hot TV 27.
Some fans think hockey comes naturally to Mike Madonna. The fact is, it took a lifetime of commitment, years of hard work, and countless practice shots.
Cold ice, cool game, hot TV.
Is this in my contract?
The hottest shot is Stars Hockey on Hot TV 27.
In an emergency, doctors you've never met will have only moments to make decisions about your care. They'll need information quickly, your conditions, allergies, medications, physician and family contacts. But you may be unconscious or in so much pain that you can't recall critical details, and the risk of complications can increase significantly. Medic Alert provides this information within seconds. Help us help you by wearing the Medic Alert emblem. Call now for free information.
Take a good look around. Do you feel the attitude? Do you sense the power? It's a new Texas we live in. Evolving, progressing, even surprising. Nobody gets you closer to this ride called life. Closer to what's really going on. Nobody gets you closer than Fox 4 News. Nobody.
What's hot tomorrow?
Hot TV.
On Hot TV 27. Tomorrow night at 7 on Poltergeist: The Legacy. An ancient evil force is unleashed upon mankind, and only a secret group called The Legacy can fight it. Don't turn out the lights. Tomorrow night at 7, watch Poltergeist: The Legacy. If it's hot, you've got to watch. Hot TV 27, tomorrow night.
I used to use Netscape. I now use Microsoft Internet Explorer.
I used to use Netscape, and I now use Microsoft Internet Explorer.
I switched to Internet Explorer because we put it to the test, and Internet Explorer is the better browser.
I switched to Internet Explorer because it's easier to use, has everything the other browser has, and it's free.
Absolutely free.
Is it not time for you to switch?
It's easy.
Just go to this website
and click on this logo, and your computer does the rest.
Get smart. Get Internet Explorer.
Download it now. It's free.
Live from Dallas, Texas, broadcast worldwide, it's the world's first interactive triple cast. Watch on Hot TV KDFI Channel 27, the live broadcast from the studios of 570 KLIF Radio, and sent worldwide via AudioNet. It's Net Talk Live with your co-host, Laura Lewis, Gadget Guy, Dave Matthews, Webhead, Mark Markham, and your tour guide to the internet and host of Net Talk, Jovan. Net Talk Live is brought to you by Microsoft, developers of the world's leading computer software, including the internet's smartest web browser, Internet Explorer. Get smart. Download your free copy of Internet Explorer now. Communication Expo, your one-stop low-price communications superstore. Communication Expo, the first 20,000 square foot communications superstore. Visit us in North Dallas at Beltline and the Toll Road. Sponsored in part by Computer Currents Magazine, your source for computing in the real world. Visit us on the World Wide Web at currents.net. Sponsored in part by cityview.com, your local information and entertainment source. Visit us on the World Wide Web at cityview.com. So boot up your computer, grab your mouse, and join in the fun, learning about the internet and the World Wide Web. Follow along with the broadcast of Net Talk Live by going to our homepage at www.nettalklive.com. To send email during the show, address it to nettalk@nettalklive.com.
Well, we're back. want to say thanks to Mike Siakinen, who wanted me to admit graciously on the air that he was lying when he called in to say he was Herb.
You gotta be kidding.
No. I said he called in. I answered the line. I said, "Is this Herb?" And he says, "Yeah, this is Herb." I said, "Herb, what's your address so I can confirm it?" And he says, "No, this isn't Herb." I said, "Well, who is this?" He said, "Mike Siakinen." I said, "Can I tell everybody you were calling in to lie, to scam, to get the system?" He said, "Sure, no problem." So,
Oh, gosh.
so there he goes.
Oh, gosh.
Anyway, as we wait for the phone call, let's go to our next caller. Let's go to Rich in Dallas.
Hey, Rich in Dallas. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
We're doing just great. Having a good time. What can we do for you?
Well, we're in the process of trying to find a computer for multimedia, and I'm confused about the 686 by Cyrix and the new MMX from Intel, the 200 MMX.
Uh-huh.
How do they compare performance-wise in the multimedia application?
Actually, that's a good question. The Cyrix 686, Laura, is a new upper-end Cyrix board, or Cyrix board, as some people call it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got a lot of questions about this Pentium 200, the MMX, that's out by Intel. So, Mark, is there a difference, you would say, between the Cyrix board and the MMX boards? If I'm correct, the Cyrix doesn't have the multimedia capability processing stuff that the MMX board has, correct?
Yeah, not the new specialty stuff that MMX is running. As a matter of fact, I was just looking at some of those statistics last week, and the MMX is running an average of about 15% at the minimum better than all the other processors out there. Although AMD has come out with another one called a K6 that is going to be pretty quickly chasing the MMX as far as video conferencing and audio processing.
So if you had to choose between one of the two, Mark, between a Cyrix 686 and a Pentium 200 MMX, what would you choose?
MMX.
Hands down.
MMX, right now, hands down, no questions asked, even spend the more money to get it.
It sounds like you guys are talking about engines.
Yeah, in a way, Laura, that's absolutely correct.
That's a pretty good analogy.
I'm serious.
That
It's
is
like,
it.
What's
Well, talking
more
about
powerful?
engines, guys.
That's right. You can have a Pinto, or you can get you that Z28, and that's what the MMX is. It is hot.
And if you visit the Macintosh page, I put a link in there on the tidbits on a comparison between the MMX and the PowerPC processor.
And don't tell me, did the PowerPC beat the MMX?
I'm not going to tell you. You have to check it out yourself.
And where is that, Luis?
It's on the Macintosh page, www.nettalklive.com, and I'll click on the macOS icon. And on the tidbits area, there is a link to a comparison.
Oh, very
and
good.
By the way, I want to take this moment, Jovan, to not thank CyberWiz, who sent me the exploding Macintosh page.
I got that too.
I did not appreciate it. Actually, there's a bunch of guys.
A bunch of kids that all they do is blow up Macs.
And they have a picture of them all already, and they've got this bomb inside this Macintosh. I mean, it wasn't funny. I didn't like it.
Too
But
much
anyway,
time on their hands.
Jovan, can
Way to go, kids.
do I have time to do this or not?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have another site, and Jeff, I don't know if you can throw this up there. I can't really see it on. There we go. It's an alternative health and medicine site, and if you want to scroll down, look at this. Stop right there. It's so cool because look at all these different things, Jovan. You can go into different categories and just do a lot of searches in these sections. Let's go down to therapeutic humor.
Oh, I
right
see.
There. No, Jeff. Right there. Click on therapeutic humor. This
I
is
see
really
what you did
fun.
here. This is actually what you're looking at is not necessarily a web page. It's a Yahoo search type, right?
And scroll down a little bit and let's see what we found. Okay, here we go. We're going to go to the International Center for Humor and Health. Click on that one right there. Now watch this. This is the International Center for Humor and Health when it loads up. And basically, the purpose, it says, when we go to the site, hopefully it will show up because this is really fun. It says their purpose is to spread the healing art of laughter. And if you want to go down, and by the way, stop right there, Jeff, don't go any further. It's going to go to stress reduction exercises. Now go on down, and we're going to, it's real tiny print, and I'm going to read it. Stop right there. Jovan, here's a few stress reduction exercises. Jam tiny marshmallows up your nose and try to sneeze them out. Next one, bill your doctor for the time you spend in his waiting room. Put your child's clothes on backwards and send him off to school as if nothing is wrong. Read the dictionary backwards and look for subliminal messages. Dance naked in front of your pets. Go shopping, buy something, sweat in it, and return it the next day. Find out what a frog in a blender really looks like. Thumb through National Geographic and draw underwear on the natives. And last of all, and I'm not going to say it anyway, I thought that was great. This is and truly, humor is therapeutic. And it's even in my little book that I've mentioned here and there. I even have a whole chapter on smiling and laughing, and that it really does boost your immune system. And people who laugh and smile versus people who hang out and frown and are miserable. people that laugh and smile are healthier.
So actually on your link there is actually links to many different categories, right?
Chiropractic, homeopathic, acupuncture, you name it, anything alternative health minded. This is a wonderful site that you can go in and just from there it gives you some nice base resources and then just explore even further in that vein. It's just really fun, and that's just one of my loves, of course. As you can see, I'm very enthusiastic about it, but it's a really, really great page.
Yeah, I saw it because you could choose from quite a few categories of alternative health. It had
You didn't laugh very much
down.
at my little stress reduction exercises. I thought that was pretty funny.
I was laughing the whole time. I was laughing so hard that Jeff had to pot down my mic so nobody would hear me. Actually, I was taking my pen trying to think.
Stop it, Joe.
Marshmallows? Well, what can you do it with a Sharpie?
Jam tiny marshmallows up your nose and try to sneeze them out. I thought that was pretty funny. Anyway.
Well, what would happen if you breathed real fast?
I don't know. Marshmallow fluff. I don't know.
Okay, let's go to our next. I'm trying to decipher.
That was entirely too much information.
Okay.
Was it?
Let's go to our next call. Let's go to Greg in DeSoto.
Hey, Greg. How you doing?
Oh, good. How are you?
Great. You're on Net Talk Live.
Well, I've got an SD RAM not too long ago, and I got the VX chipboard with it from a BAIT, the ABIT5V.
Okay.
And it does support it, but then I read ran some tests on it, compared it to the EDO RAM I did have. It's not all that great faster, even though the RAM is supposed to be a whole lot faster than the EDO RAM. The main reason I got it was because of the higher clock speeds it's supposed to easily handle. Then I read somewhere where the VX chipset does not know what to do with the SD RAM. My question is, when will something be out that better supports the SD RAM?
So let me see if I had this right. Your VX chip won't communicate with your VXD RAM because your VXD RAM was communicating with your ICTP-CP, and it actually went over the edge because it was protocoling too fast? Is that correct? No.
Oh,
Mark, did you get that?
That was intense.
We are on a roll tonight.
I glazed over.
Laura was
Ladies and gentlemen.
holding her breath, and her lips turned purple around the edges. On that
There
one.
is too much information floating around this studio.
Okay, Mark, how would we answer this one?
Well, the deal is, and the standard now is pretty much EDO for high-class memory.
Wait, Mark, stop.
Okay.
What was the question? What'd that mean?
What he's done is he has some really high-class memory, some really fast memory.
Mark, you got to hold on one second.
Sure.
I'm going to put you on hold. You ready for this, folks? We're going to draw another name, and I need to do it real quick. Randy, get a shot of this. John, shuffle in there. We're going to pull another name real quick. Just hand it up to me, and we're going to pull another name. Okay? Let's see. This particular one. You ready?
Okay.
Chris LaBabbitt. I think I have that right. Chris LaBabbitt. L-A-B-A-B-I-T.
Okay.
Chris LaBabbitt. 787-1011. You
For
have
the computer.
15 minutes to call for the Pentium 200 computer.
All right.
Chris LaBabbitt, 787-1011. Let's clear the lines, Brendan. Keep them open. Clear them fast. Okay, Mark, go ahead.
And as I was saying, the RAM that he has, some SD RAM, I really am not sure. You probably have more information about it than we do by having gone and done the searches that he was looking for. Laura, I'm going to get back to your part in this.
Sure.
RAM goes through different phases as it progresses in its production, and mostly in speed and the amount of capacity that it can hold in a chip. Remember the SIMs we pulled out of your computer? They have like 8 meg SIMs or 16 meg SIMs, and each chip can hold so much memory. Well, they're also, when they make those chips, they have them at different speeds. In other words, they can go extremely fast or sometimes even way too fast.
All right.
Okay? He has a really nice set of memory, but he's having problems finding a chipset on a motherboard that will work with that compatibly. In other words, he's got more memory than he's got motherboard.
Okay.
Are you with me now?
I'm still with you.
Actually, what he needs to do is send me an email telling me what kind of the SD RAM he's got, and I can go out and show him exactly where he can find the motherboard that's compatible with that machine and with the RAM he's got.
Okay.
That's the easiest way. Send us email.
I think I have that one. Anyway, let's go to our next call. Let's go to Nick in Dallas.
Hi, Nick. Welcome to the show. You're on Net Talk Live.
Oh, yes. I've got a question.
All right.
I need to know, do I need to be on the Internet to send and receive email?
You know, we get that question
yes,
quite a bit.
Yes, we've had that before.
Mark?
Absolutely. You have to be on the Internet. It's an Internet function. Electronic mail is part of the Internet. I haven't been able to get it over my toaster yet or something, or I would, but it's just not possible.
Now, wouldn't that mean, though, also, we have heard another answer to this question.
There are ways that you can call. Some companies will do it. You can have it sent to your Alpha pager or, sent to you some other way. But either way, it's still over the Internet.
Yeah, to get true email.
You still have to have.
You got to get on the net.
You still have to have a provider?
Well, you can have various online services or access to them. See, there's a little catch here. You have to. There's some dial-in services. You have to be online in some
capacity.
To be able to get it. But there are services that don't necessarily go with an internet service provider, like Juno.
Right.
Is one of them. Juno.com, and then there's 800 email that you could actually get email via 800 number, and you don't necessarily have to have an internet service provider, but you do have to be able to dial in via Telnet or whatever the case may be into an 800 number. But you can actually go into like a CompUSA and you can get this 800 email package that will allow you to do that. Jeff, how much more time we have left in the segment there? Normally I wouldn't ask on the air, but we're pushing it. There we go. He answered me. 30 seconds. When you hear that music, it's 30 seconds. Anyway, so we're waiting for Chris LaBabbitt. Chris LaBabbitt. Actually, when you call in to claim the computer, we're going to verify your address, your email, and everything else. That's how we verify it. And you hang tight because we may have to draw another one right there at the end, and we'll have a winner, all for this Pentium 200 computer, all when Net Talk Live returns right after this very, very brief message. Hey Netheads, Joel Vaughn here. How would you like a chance to win another Pentium 200 machine? How would you like $1,300 worth of free software? Well, let me tell you how you do it. Go to our webpage at www.nettalklive.com. On there, you'll see a logo that says, Come Meet Us Live, March 2nd. Just click on it, and you will be on the page for the Net Talk Live Spring Break. Yes, March 2nd, we're going to be broadcasting live from the Dallas West End. We're giving away thousands of dollars worth of software, several Pentium 200 machines, and other hardware, and each and every person that attends gets $1,300 worth of software, including stuff like a fully licensed copy of Microsoft Front Page. How about Office 97? You'll get a copy of that as well, and many other titles. So go to our webpage at www.nettalklive.com, click on the icon that says Come Meet Us Live March 2nd, and we will see you live in person March 2nd from the Dallas West End.
It's the hottest on the next heat of the night. She was out of control. A beauty pageant turns ugly when a contestant meets a tragic end.
It's no use, Miss Tibbs. She's dead.
Now, Gillespie won't stop.
I can't call this an accident.
Until he uncovers the shocking truth.
You know, some of these models make a few extra bucks posing for nudies.
Lord, where is thy light?
In the heat of the night.
Monday at 4 on Hot TV 27.
See this Dodge Dakota? See this big screen TV? See these round trip tickets? You can score one of these hot prizes and more by playing the Hot TV 27 Watch, Listen, and Win trivia game.
Pick up your entry form at a local 7-Eleven, Incredible Universe, or participating Dodge dealership. Watch the stars on Hot TV 27 this month for the trivia answer. Call 4 in Touch or the Dallas Stars for complete details.
Watch, Listen, and Win all this month.
Did you know that when you turn on a light, you're witnessing African-American history? You may know that Thomas Edison invented the light bulb, but not everyone knows that the carbon filament inside, which makes it light, was invented by Louis Latimer. Over 100 years ago, Latimer's carbon filament changed the world forever. So turn on a light and learn how other African Americans changed the course of history. Celebrate Black History Month.
Hot TV asks, do you know which witch? Which witch flies on a big brown broom? Which witch drives a big ugly tank? Which witch casts a spell with the twitch of her nose? Which witch downs brew when things get rough? Which witch has a meddling mother? Which witch is the meddling mother? 2 witches, a bag full of tricks. A double dose of Mama's Family brewed around Bewitched. Weeknights at 5 on KDFI Hot TV 27.
To buzz.
If you could change anything about yourself, what would it be?
And get new teeth. Or not to buzz.
So don't you buzz me!
That is the question.
What's the biggest lie you ever told a guy?
I'm going out with my friends. Hi, I'm Andy Wood, host of Buzz, the game where fast-talking, quick-thinking singles get the date of their dream. So make a date with Buzz.
Weeknights at 11 on Hot TV 27.
If you love movies like True Lies, Now, meet true spies.
Arnold Schwarzenegger would never make it one day as a case officer.
Real agents and G-men who might live right next door. And with today's inexpensive technology, you don't have to be a CIA operative to be a secret agent.
Video cameras that are hidden inside a clock.
After you watch True Lies on Fox, uncover True Spies, a Fox 4 News special report, Tuesday at 10.
Talk Team. We're back with the world's first live triple cast. It's Net Talk Live. If you'd like to become a sponsor of Net Talk or have your website or computer products shown on the air, just give us a call.
Well, we're back on the last leg of the show. 10,000 people out there waiting to hear their name called, if that's the case be it. And also, out of 10,000 people that entered for this contest, we probably had another 1,000 people that called in and said, can I win? Can I win? Can I win instead? And during the break, I got this call. And it was from a lady who was a little bit panicked. And it was Herb Clay's wife. And she's saying, we were trying to call, saying I was trying to call in. And I guess he got so excited he had to run to the bathroom. So I'm hearing her saying, Herb, get to the phone. I got him on.
Great.
Herb, you there?
Hello.
How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm happy. It's unbelievable. I tried 35 times. The circuit were busy, and then, and my knees are knocking. But I said, no, it couldn't happen. But I kept, listening, and I did it, man. I did it.
Congratulations, Herb.
Fantastic.
So how long ago did you enter for the computer, my friend?
Oh, it must have been about a month.
All right.
Yeah, you were right at first.
And you're obviously on the net, right?
I am. Yes, I am on the net.
Okay, so you know what I want to know? I want to know what kind of computer is this thing replacing?
Oh, it's a 486. It's a Flex FX 486 50 or 40.
Well, you just went from a Volkswagen to a Ferrari, my friend.
Yes, sir. He knows it too.
So, Herb, what do you do, my friend?
I'm an accountant.
All right. So you'll make some use. You're kind of winded there, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Running across the house, kind of getting excited about this machine.
I have two phone lines. I was trying both phone lines and everything, and this is the best. It's made my year.
All right. Oh, that's great.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to turn Rain, I want you to turn the camera here. I want you to turn it on John Staples. Herb, are you where you can see the television, my friend?
Yes, indeed.
Well, we're going to turn the camera here. This is the man that's responsible. We'll give him a wave there. This is John Staples from Computer Junction, which, of course, is in Richardson and in Fort Worth. And they built this wonderful machine for us, and they also work personally on my computers and on Laura's computer as well. They've done a lot of work for us. I'm telling you, man, you have 10,000 people out there that you are the envy of right now.
I'm the man.
He is the man.
You are definitely the man. So is your wife going to inherit that 486 now?
Oh, yeah, or maybe my son. He's standing here, too. I woke him up. But, the wife wants it because she can't dial into her company because I got 2 or 3 services but now she has her own computer to dial into her company, or my son can surf the net himself too.
Well, this is for you, my friend.
Way to go, Herb.
That's all the people out there clapping for you. You did it. You won. I imagine it was kind of pretty intense waiting. One of the things I'm interested in, Herb, is what did it feel like when your name was called? Did your heart jump?
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, I just, whoa, no. It couldn't be me. It did.
That's got to be a rush.
You hear about these things, but until they happen to you. Wow.
Well, we give them away. We gave one away at Christmas time. What was his name? David Wu? Dan Wu or something like that?
Yeah, I saw him Friday at the Microsoft briefing.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Very good. And here we got another one out here, Herb, and Herb, you're going to have to tell your friends because we're going to give away several more on March 2nd. I think we're either going to give away 3 or 4 of the new Pentium computers. So
everybody at work's going to hear about it tomorrow.
Yeah. You're right. You're the man, so I'm going to put you on hold. We're going to chat with you after the show, so you hang on for me, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Can
you imagine what that's like when your name gets called out on the air and you win a big Kahoney system like that?
Oh, yeah.
That is absolutely fantastic.
I know.
Luis.
Yes.
You know what you're going to have to do?
What?
You're going to have to get us. You're going to have to get us. You're going to have to get us a Mac to give away on the show.
No, that would not be a bad idea. It's not that easy though.
We have to do a Mac. We have to do a Mac giveaway so we can cater to the Mac audience.
Believe me, I'm trying. But it's not that easy.
That's okay. We're going to work on it. Mark, great show.
Super show, Jovan. Everybody, absolutely great. Congratulations, Herb. No kidding. That is super.
Isn't that interesting?
You dog. I really wanted that computer.
Isn't that cool, Laura? What do you think about that?
Really great.
Great sites, by the way.
Yeah. Did you like that last one?
I like the last site because I want to remind everybody if you go to Laura's favorites on our website and you click on that, actually what she was intuitive enough to provide you with a link with under Alternative Health, there's probably 200 sites there, and she chose one of them to show you. But when you activate that link from our webpage, there are a couple hundred alternative health sites. So I think that's actually a pretty good resource.
Well, actually, I was into it. It was pretty fun.
It covers all the areas and stuff. So, Mark, let's tell everybody one more time about the West End event. Let's show it on the webpage because we're going to do this all over again. March 2nd, we're going to be giving away more computers. So, Mark, let's tell them about it.
You do not want to miss it. March the 2nd, live. Y'all come down to see us at the West End in Dallas. It is going to be crazy. The whole mall will be full of nothing but netheads, I guarantee you. I was telling Jovan before the Christmas thing exactly what I predicted. We went over that. I predict at least 10,000 people at the West End. That's what I think is going to be there. At least 3 or 4 computers, maybe more. Who knows between now and then. We may be moving from one, I don't know if I even told you this, Jovan, not one CD, but maybe a double CD pack. Maybe. Yes, maybe.
There's going to be a ton
Mac
of software
in there too.
Yeah,
Mac
absolutely.
software?
Luis and I are going to get together
Mac
and do
software.
And Luis, you're in full control of that, man. So load up your Mac buddies with a ton of Mac software on that thing.
I sure do.
That's right.
And it's really going to be a big bash. So
if anybody locally wants to give away a Mac, contact me. I'm looking, but it's not that easy.
Yeah, so we can cater to the Mac people. Anyway, I'm going to direct you back to our webpage as we go here to parting from another great show. And, of course, one very happy winner and 10,000 people that need to go after it again, folks. Okay? Go to our webpage. Click on the Come Meet Us Live March 2nd. You need to enter it, folks. And you get to invite 4 friends. You're going to get $1,300 worth of software. We're going to make 3 or 4 more of you happy with another Pentium. That's only a few weeks away. We're going to do it again. We're going to have a lot of fun, a lot of food. Register. We'll see you next Sunday. Thanks a lot, guys.
This has been Net Talk Live. Net Talk Live is a presentation of AudioNet, the broadcast network on the internet. 570 KLIF, home of the Talk Team, and Hot TV KDFI, Channel 27. Net Talk Live is brought to you by Microsoft, developers of the world's leading computer software, including the Internet's smartest web browser, Internet Explorer. Get smart. Download your free copy of Internet Explorer now. Communication Expo, your one-stop low-price communications superstore. Sponsored in part by Computer Currents Magazine, your source for computing in the real world. CityView.com, your local information and entertainment source. If you'd like to become a sponsor of Net Talk or have your website or computer product shown on the air, just give us a call. This is Net Talk, the world's first triple cast. Net Talk is everything you need to know about the internet and how to use it. Tell your friends about Net Talk, and we'll see you again next week. Net Talk Live is owned and produced by Infotainment Telepictures.